Last one before China, Japan.
God, can't wait to get out of this freaking country.
um, all right, so we got Clash of Clans today. Not the popular mobile game, or I guess it's not popular anymore. I don't know. We have a very small selection of vehicles, and the only reason. Oh, also, I need to put a counter down because of my betting stuff. Um, so this is one of those rare scenarios where it's vehicles only, and um, it's a CVP bid, and I unfortunately bid higher. So I am the Republicans in this scenario, and will have to hope to get 9 CVP or more. Can I actually? I don't actually have a way to give a label, which sucks. Let's do.
Oh, Kalito, Kali.
There we go. Cool. So, things to keep in mind: it is wet. North is pointing up. Um, there is heavy rain, which
Oh,
is also going to suck. Mud is not in effect in road hexes or hexes adjacent to roads. And there's going to be essentially a lot of breakdowns and bog, I would imagine. Um, we still have to play with radios, so platoon movement is still in effect. And lastly, Republicans are treated as Russians for all purposes. Nationalists are treated as Italians for all purposes. This means that we both use red numbers, red to hit numbers, which is also going to suck. Um, the Republicans ignore the first mechanical reliability mobilization. AFV can enter a building hex only via VBN, which makes sense. Um, both players ignore all main armament disabled results due to a dice roll of 6 being rolled during a repair. A main
oh,
armament disabled by intensifier is resolved normally. So no matter what, you can't break your gun to the point of not being able to use it. And this makes sense for a scenario this small and only vehicles because otherwise you would just immediately like lose. So um, yeah. All right. So we're just gonna go ahead. Weather isn't as important because the rain intensity cannot change, but wind can still be a thing. So we'll roll for it anyways. I got no rally phase. I got no prep fire either. I'm just gonna go straight into movement. And before we truly get going, mud is also I can't shoot with if I'm crew exposed. I think pretty sure that's a thing for me. So that sucks.
no, you could do that still. You can't shoot if you're crew exposed if you're a single man turret.
So some tanks, I had to look this up.
Oh,
Some tanks of the ST type had a turret crew arrangement such that the main armament and CMG could not be used while the tank commander was crew exposed. Such a main armament type is termed a restricted slow turret or slow traverse. It's symbolized by a large, thick white square and is considered a slow turret type, but can fire neither its main armament or CMG while CE.
oh,
Example: Russian
interesting.
BT-5 tank. It's like immediately it's the tank I have, and it's like, all right,
Well, guess that's you then.
yeah, exactly. So, and I think you can't by default either, but yeah. So, uh, mud. I wanted to check on mud because I know mud is one extra movement point, but
That's it only gives like it's only when like the bog for mud only happens if you actually go in boggable terrain. It looks like.
are increased during mud. All ground units must expend one full movement point per open ground hex side.
Hmm.
Um, Double time, leader, etc. For purposes of mud or deep snow, um, unpaved, unplowed roads, gullies, trash streams, plowed fields, otherwise open ground hexes. Yeah, I don't see anything about bog.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where it's like if you have to take a bog check, it's increased because it's mud.
Well, let's see here. So, D8, mud and deep snow. Whenever scenario weather is mud or deep snow, a vehicle must chance a bog die roll whenever it enters a hex or hexside without benefit of a paved, plowed road or runway hexside. The opponent makes a secret DR for the vehicle's entire movement phase, unless it enters some other stuff. So you make a yeah, you do a dice roll to see if I bog, and then you do a secret die roll on top of that, um, where the secret die roll, the secret single die is the number of hexes that I can move. So, um, in this instance, I will be moving my T26s first. They have 12 red movement points, and their ground pressure is normal. So, in the case of bog check, there's a +1 for normal ground pressure, +1 for mud, and that might be it. Yep. So, go ahead and roll a secret 2 die check.
How do I do it secretly?
If you have the extension, you would have to do it that way.
I do not.
Then roll dice, and I'm just not going to look at my my chart for a sec, or my chat window,
Okay,
and tell me when you've rolled.
I've rolled.
Cool. So I'm just okay. Dice is off my windows. Cool. So I'm going to just start moving, and then if my guy's bogged, you'll have done a single die roll, and if not, then my guys just move as normal. So platoon movement, they will do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, stay in motion. And my BTs are going to race ahead. I'm just going to do their full movement because I don't think you can shoot at me yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 stop. I can take this motion off. I want them both pointing that way. You have 13 movements. Yeah, that'll be fine. Defensive fire.
None.
Okay. No advancing fire. No routes. No advances. No CC. This is gonna go super quick. I will do some secret die roll as well. Yeah, I guess technically you would have had to do one for my second group, but I never didn't go on. I never went into bog terrain, so I just didn't bother. But um, you got low ground pressure, so
Yep.
there's literally just there's only a +1. Um, I'm going to roll 3 times here. I got the secret die roll, so don't worry too much. Huzzah, huzzah! All right, you're good.
All right, my turn.
Yeah, I will interrupt you if there's ever any bog stuff.
All right. So we'll go 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 4,
Okay.
6,
Mm-hmm.
8, 10, 12,
Sounds good.
13. And stay in motion.
Okay.
And then these guys will go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Stay in motion.
Okay.
And these guys are going to go 1. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 5, 6. Oops. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay. This guy's just piggybacking into I-7, right?
He should be up there with him already.
Oh, okay. And then maybe there's like a weird sync thing for that guy. It shouldn't be an issue. Cool.
Alright.
Everybody's in motion. Defensive fire, none. Advancing fire, none. I imagine. Actually, I don't think he could shoot at anybody, anyways. No routes, no advances, no CC. Weather, no change. No rally stuff. No prep fire stuff. Movement. We'll do the same thing for these guys. So I'm just gonna look away for a sec. Do your roll.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. I'm just gonna give it a sec here. Make sure it comes off screen. Perfect. All right. So these guys, like I said, they're still in motion. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11, and they will stop for 12.
Wouldn't they be 12 because you're moving within a mud hex?
I think vehicle, like if you're just changing the vehicle covered arc, it's always 1, isn't it?
But it'd be +1 because you're in a mud hex, though, isn't it?
Well, I got there to 10, right? And then I rotated for 1. Because I'm not crossing a hex side when I'm rotating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then stop for 12 total.
Yeah, I see.
The other tanks will... It's going to be very interesting. This is going to be kind of crazy. Okay, so let's do... start for 1. So is mechanical reliability as a group or is it individual? Individual, right?
It's a group. I think you roll it for 1.
And then if you get it, it's random selection?
Yeah, I believe so.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, they're good. So they will start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops. 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15. 16, 17, 19. Yeah, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20, and then stop for 21, and then delay. yeah, tank in the back will turn its turret, and tank in the front will also. No, you know what? They won't. Okay, they're stopped like this.
Okay.
Any defensive?
Mm, no.
Right. No advance, no route, no advance, no CC. Turn 2.
All right.
Let me just start
I'm
grabbing some of these.
no advancing fire, so I'll go ahead and straight to movement. These guys will go in here for 1,
Mm-hmm.
2. And they'll stop for 3. These guys on the left. These guys on the left are just going to stop.
Okay.
And then the guys on the right are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're going to stop.
Okay.
And that's my movement.
Right. Do I have... What would be my 2 hits? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I would need a 3 or less to hit, I think. Alright, I'm not gonna... I think that's pretty much it. Any advancing fire phase?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, turn 3, weather, no change. Okay, so, no Radley phase. Don't have any prep fire stuff I want to do. No prep fire. Movement. Did you roll for Bog? Or at least could you roll for Bog?
I did.
Okay, just gonna give it a second here, so I'm not peeking.
Okay, so
Alright, so the 2 T26s are gonna try to start. They're fine. So that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, or sorry, 9, 10, and then 11, and they will stop for 12.
okay. So do I make this bog check for all my vehicles, or is it for?
What do you mean?
Or is it so? It's a D8. Okay, sorry, give me a moment.
Yeah, I think normally it's a per vehicle thing, but because you would roll it, you know, you're only moving one tank at a time or one unit at a time normally, right? So because of platoon movement, you would roll the mud check or the bog check, you know, at the start, and it just affects whatever platoon is moving.
Okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, I think I've just been doing it wrong. Ooh. Why did I have to roll right then and there?
What do you mean? It was at the
What?
start. It's just because I know that these guys start in mud, whereas I haven't been asking to roll for these guys because they are always confined to the road specifically. So they're not going to come into an. There won't be a time where they will
Oh.
um, they'll encounter bog.
No, I'm saying why did I have? You asked me if I rolled, and then I did roll, and then I'm like, wait, why did I have to roll? Because I stayed within the.
Oh, because these guys. Because I moved these guys.
Oh,
You roll for your opponent.
oh,
Yeah, that's why it has to be secret dice rolls so that because the idea for the rule is that um, if there is a bog result, so like let's say you have a king tiger, your
I
pluses are through the roof, right? It's like +6 or whatever. Um,
okay.
I would roll against your king tiger, and then if I get a 12 or more as a final dice roll, I would roll a single die, and that's the number of hexes you can move. So if it
Yeah.
turns out that you only move, by the time you move 2 hexes, I'd be like, stop, you can't move further than here because your tank is now like stuck in the mud.
Okay, because I did roll an 11, which makes it a 12, which means you do bog
Yep. It. Where do you remember where or
5 hexes.
like so this turn?
The one that I just did.
Okay. Let's see then, because let's see what these. Okay. Um, so I moved from A3 to A4. That's 1 hex. A4 to A5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, so by then they're not affected by bog, so it just doesn't happen.
Okay.
Because I think you still have to be in bog terrain. Let me double check. Um,
Just,
yeah, if the vehicle does not move into that many hexes subject to bog, no bog result occurs. Okay. Um,
okay.
cool. So those guys have moved. Are there any shots at the end of their movement?
Uh, no.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to move these guys. That might actually bust their engines. Let me see here. Mechanical reliability. Um, where does it say? Hey, wait a minute. I know there's a thing for Russian ones. Mechanical reliability. Where is the Russian one? Mechanical reliability.
It might be in the vehicle notes.
Yeah, actually, I think you are 100% correct. Um, if I go to Russian vehicle notes and I go all the way down, uh, Russian tracked AFV in the early war years had notoriously poor transmissions. Um, Therefore, each time a mechanical reliability DR of a Russian-built AFV, an 11, indicates that the AFV has stalled or suffered transmission difficulties that prevented it from starting normally. Its owner must then immediately make another die roll, which equals the total number of delay MP, including 1 MP to stop, but excluding the MP expended to start, so 8 total, to as an attempt to move. I can attempt to try again, and I can essentially have mechanical reliability happen again. Um, yeah, okay. Well, what are the odds that I would roll 2 of those? Hey, all right.
Hmm.
Um, so that's 9 total. Uh,
Hmm.
they will move 1. Um,
Okay.
one, I might as well keep this guy's. You know what? This guy's turret can go this way. And then we'll stop and expend the rest of their movement as delay.
All right. If that's the case,
So it's like
I will
10
take
around.
a shot. I'll take a shot at him here.
Sure.
Here. I don't expect it to hit it, but you know, here we go. 6. That's 1, 2, 3. So I don't get the +1 for that, but it's so
So there is a +1 for hindrance for
+1
sure.
for hindrance,
Uh,
+2 for motion,
yeah, +2 for having moved, so +3. You're buttoned up, so +1.
+4. So that's
Uh,
+4 roll.
I don't think there's any other modifiers because my guy isn't. It's not a
That's,
small tank, so I think
yeah. And
is it a hit?
then yeah, I saw you for enough movement factor since you
Oh
avoid
yeah,
them
yeah,
all.
yeah.
So yeah, I think I barely hit it.
And you
But I
hit
got it.
hull, front hull.
Whole. So that would be 2.
Let me double check here. I actually should
Yes,
have just taken screenshots, but uh,
that's 2 armor with weak armor in the turret.
yeah, front hull 2.
Okay. And I get 2 TK die.
Correct.
Okay. Here goes nothing. That did nothing. That did nothing. Okay.
And acquisition as well, I believe.
Do you get
Actually,
acquisition?
I forget.
So
You might not. There's something about I know it's main armament counts, but I'm actually blanking on if a vehicle as a CMG gets it.
it's a BMG, though.
Well, BMG CMG. Acquired targets.
5.
When a gun, including the main armament and secondary armament, of 20 millimeters or over. Okay. Other than a mortar too, which is interesting.
Yeah. So that's fine. I'll go ahead and try to fire the tank behind him.
Sure. It'll be a +2 for hindrance this time, but and everything else is just normal or the same as last time. Yeah, that's a hit.
Well, that's a hit. A TK? Nope. Mm,
What's the? Is that a hull hit?
that
Hulls
would be
is
a whole
two.
hit. I don't think I hit it. It's a well, no.
One,
MG's
two, three,
4.
four, five, six. So the TK goes up by 1, and then
Yeah, because it's 5,
uh,
and then
and then it goes
but
down by
then
2 for armor. So
so
it's a
I need
3.
3.
Yeah,
I need 3 or less. So nothing. Okay,
making me nervous.
I tried. You're not making me nervous. More like okay, because honestly, I just found I don't know if I'm gonna really do it, but I just found a way to cheese the scenario.
This one? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see what happens.
I mean, would you like me to cheese to show you what happens, or
No, I'd rather keep it interesting.
okay? Would you like me to tell you what it is?
The only thing I could imagine is
It's actually because you did it to yourself. If that makes it any better.
if it's because I did it to myself.
Okay.
Not
So,
not sure I get it.
all right. So when we bid
Mm-hmm.
the for the scenario,
Yep.
we bid how many VPs that we can get,
Yep.
and you bid 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look at the first one for the 3 VP, there has to be more Republican AFVs than nationalist ones on board 19. You
Yep.
get 3 VP.
Yep.
Well, you need 9 total, and the rest totaled up equals 7. So literally, I just have to keep all 6 of these on this board, and I could drive them to the other side of the map and back and keep them in motion the entire time to make it harder to hit.
Wrong. So if you look at the last one specifically, it's 1 VP for each nationalist AFEX eliminated, immobilized, or recalled.
Okay, that's yeah, but even then,
It's not a silver bullet, but
it's not. Yeah, it's not a silver bullet, but at the same time, that makes it even worse because I could just literally take these guys and just be like, okay, I'm gonna drive them to the other edge of the map, and just put them all the way in the back and fiddle around the forests and crap with them, and you
I,
just have to come and get me.
yeah, there's certainly that's pretty much why they make it so that there's no you can't enter a building because otherwise like you're um actually you would probably be eliminated so it wouldn't really count. But um there's still a point where um they take out mechanical reliability at least for the first one, which technically like I did. Um but whatever. It's kind of like why that exists is so that you're not gonna
Yeah,
like immediately get immobilized in the mud.
yeah.
But yeah, I can kind of see like I can see how you could potentially cheese it, but I think there's enough roads around, and the BT5s are dangerous enough that it shouldn't be something to worry about.
Could be, could be.
So
uh,
that's my movement. That was your two shots. Is
yes.
anybody else shooting?
Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, that's gonna be like an impossible shot. No, I'm good.
Okay. Advanced fire phase. Yeah, I mean, I gotta take a chance. I'm gonna have the lead guy is gonna shoot. Um, it would need to be a crazy roll anyways.
I was gonna say I'm very small.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, like I moved and all that stuff,
Yeah.
so it wasn't really like to guarantee a hit, but more because I want that acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't have technically. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have this tank try to shoot your guy over there on the L6. That is straight, no hindrances. All right, well, that is a main gun malfunction.
What is your major malfunction?
And that's it for advanced fire phase. No routes, no advances, no CC. Turn 3.
Okie dokie.
Uh,
Um.
all right, well, I can't lose it, so.
Oh, darn for me. Um. So let's see here. Do I want to continue the firing? Probably not, because now you got a beat on me. So if I shoot with one of the tanks, did both have to stop then for the?
The other guy would have to try and break away from platoon movement, is how
But
I understand it.
if he shoots,
Hmm.
and this guy just moves around him, with that,
You
because
still
he's
have
not
to.
breaking.
You're still breaking away because you're not doing the same actions.
Okay.
That's how I understand it. I could be wrong, but I feel it in my bones that once you are not doing the same action um, in one phase, then it's just that's it.
All
Uh,
right.
yeah, because you have to share the same stopped, non-stopped, or motion status with all other platoon members.
Okie dokie. If that is the case, I'm not going to fire. I'll just go ahead and go straight into movement.
Okay.
These guys are going to start for one.
All right. As you start and you're not motion yet, I will take a shot. That's the okay. Well, it doesn't matter unless I get a dud. It's not a dud.
All right, I am dead.
And that's what are we looking at here? 45L for blaze purposes. It's a 10, 20. Yeah. So no matter what, it's a blaze, and there's no wind. And the only reason that's important is because a follow-up shot is now not going to be desirable, or at least like it would be very hard for me to get. So
Do I now have to take a test check, or am I
no.
good?
So if something happens and your guy dies, I like one of the units in the platoon dies. You don't. I'm pretty sure you do not have to take a test check.
All right.
Yeah, because they're already considered moving and stuff. So.
Alright, he'll go 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 11. Stop for 12.
Okay. What? Just because it's not for whatever reason, like it's showing me its turns but not its movement. What hex is he in?
F6.
F6. All right, cool.
These tanks on the way right are going to start for 1.
Okay.
He's going to go 1. Or sorry, 2, 3, and that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then stop for 8.
Okay.
And we're good.
All right. I don't have any other shots. I don't think. No. Advanced fire phase.
Nope.
All right. No routes, no advances, no CC. Turn 4. All right. No weather change. Hmm. Okay, rally phase. I'm going to not repair my tank gun again. Fire phase. Don't really have any. So we'll go to movement. Okay. I'm gonna roll for the BTs. They don't suffer mechanical reliability, and I will be going into bog territory. So if you want to roll a secret die roll,
all right. Let me know when you're ready.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it off? Cool.
Your BTs, right?
Yep. I have low ground pressure.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Actually, I should have. Yeah, whatever. Next time, I'll try to remind myself next time to do just do screenshots of all the stuff. So they start for 1. They are going to turn twice for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15.
I'd like to attempt motion.
Sure. You'll have seen, depending on who's trying to motion, you'll have seen them for 2 movement points. So you have to roll 2 or less.
Sorry, my headset decided it wanted to die. Okay, I want to attempt motion with this guy.
Sure. So 2 or less?
I have to roll 2 or less?
Yeah, unless you're... So, if you declare it when I'm here, that'll be 2.
Well, I didn't get it. So
it's a single die roll.
Oh, single die. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That makes more sense. No, I don't get it.
Okay. And then there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16. Yeah, 16. And then they will stop delay.
I was going to attempt movement with this guy as well.
Sure. I mean, I think he gets it automatically because it's unless you can't get motion on a 6. Let me just double check.
It didn't roll 6.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, he's now in motion.
Yeah, motion attempt. Well, what does it say for motion attempt? The status. Yeah, die roll equal or less than the number of movement factors, movement points expended in LOS during that unit's movement phase. Um, yeah, okay, yeah. There's no, I don't see. Cool. Important thing. A vehicle which gains motion status during the enemy movement phase is marked with a motion counter and allowed to freely change its vehicle covered arc, turret covered arc, provided it passes any required bog check dice rolls, which you don't have to do any, but may still use motion fire thereafter. Even a vehicle in motion may make a motion attempt DR in this manner so as to freely change its vehicle covered arc, a turret covered arc at that time.
Yep.
Oh, and then you gotta do mechanical reliability if you're subject to that. That's it. All right, cool. All right. What else do I want to do? Those guys have, or this guy's turned. What's my?
Okay. All right.
All good?
Yeah. Unless we, I was gonna say, not to rush you, but I kind of need to speed it up.
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay, so I'll try to move these guys. It's good. So they start for 1. They will go 2, and then 3.
That'd be 1 and 3.
He's adjacent, so it's still 1.
Okay.
He'll
He was
turn.
adjacent to the road though, so that counts.
It's a road or adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's done. That's it for movement because he'll just stop and then delay.
All right. Tweets. All right, defensive.
Yep.
All right, I'll take a unlucky pot shot at him.
Sure.
That doesn't do anything.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's all my defensive fire. I take that you're gonna try to advancing fire on my guy right here.
Honestly, I'm really worried that I won't hit is the thing, and I don't want to bust another gun. What would be my to hit is
Give it a
10.
try.
Sure. Well, I'll do with the rear guy. No. It also not a break. Thankfully, it is acquisition. You know what? Fuck it. This guy will just do it too. Also not a hit. But it's light. Cool. No routes, no advances, no CC. Turn 4 Italians. I'm going to try and repair. No, I'm 654. I need 3 more turns.
All right. No prep fire.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Woo. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go into movement. This guy's gonna start for 1.
Okay.
He's gonna go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, we'll do 13. We'll stay in motion.
Where is your guy now? Is in K5?
K5.
Okay.
K5.
Cool. I really don't know why it's not updating some of them. I can show all these.
No clue. So if he's in motion, this guy has to start for 1 as well. Then.
Yeah. Well. So a motion attempt, I don't think applies to an entire group, or like it wouldn't, because otherwise you could just kind of cheese it that way. I don't think that's possible. So I think that guy would
Start
like,
for 1.
yeah, like I think he's counted as like not being in motion, and that he would have to try and start and all that other gizmo. So,
All right, I'll start for 1.
okay, so the back guy in S9 is gonna try and hit him. Okay, so you're not technically moving. It is within 6. So I need a 10. You've got a +2 for being super small. There's no hindrance. I think it's a straight hit.
All right.
Uh, 7, 45 L is
Yeah,
10.
that's
Yeah.
gonna blow it up sky high.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and burn that sucker.
This guy is defensive. I don't know why I deleted it, but whatever.
Sky go 2 or 1 2 I should say. 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Stop for 13.
Okay.
He's in W9 now.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy I can see. Was this I don't think this one's a blaze. I think this one's just straight.
Okay. These
7.
guys will also go ahead and start for 1.
Okay, here's where I'm going to try and get this double snipe kill here. So, top guy in S8 is going to shoot at, they got an M7, which is going to be a +2 hindrance. That is just barely a hit because you've got a +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's just barely a hit. That's
I'm pretty sure because it's 1 2 3 4 5 because you're buttoned up.
Oh right, yeah. No, I am buttoned up. My bad. So that's a miss, and an acquisition for against that guy, and then I will do this tank will attempt to shoot at this guy, which I think is clear. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Nope.
Well, I think you know where I'm going with this.
I mean, you can try to do stuff.
Yeah. So this guy's gonna go 1 2. Oh, sorry. 2 3
Mm-hmm.
4 5 5 6. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
7
Mm-hmm.
8 9 10 11 oops 12 and then stop for 13.
Sure. So both of them will try to do motion checks. So the guy in Z9 first gets it. He is going to turn around and do this, and the other guy will also get it and turn around and do that.
Okay. All right, defensive fire.
So I could still. I could intensive. That's a. No, there's no way. Advanced fire phase.
All right, this guy will try to shoot here.
Hmm?
No, this guy will try to shoot here. It breaks it. Where is it? All right, this guy will try to shoot here. Doesn't get it. Yeah. All right, your turn. Turn 5.
Pants, CC, cool. Turn 5.
I do not repair my gun.
I've got 2 to prepare, so I'll do the right guy first. Nope. Left guy, no. Alright. It's not going well. Prep fire. My tank don't have machine guns. I'm in motion anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Alright. Movement phase. We'll just go straight into that.
Mm-hmm.
God, this is so silly. Okay, I'm gonna try and move these guys. They're good on their stuff. Roll for bog.
You're good.
Alright, off thing. Cool. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll just move this like this for now. So that's 3 total. 6 or sorry, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, oops, 14, 15, and then stop delay.
So what do you have to do to get recalled?
So under normal circumstances, it would be for, actually, my guys probably are going to be recalled because they have no guns. It's a good thing I didn't move them first. So recall. Recall normally would be that you have to, if you have no guns, you have to, you're immediately sent to the back because you can't do anything. Now, does the rule say I can ignore recall?
No,
I don't think
because the
so.
VP specifically mentioned non-recalled.
Yeah, it's just the MA disabled results. So recall whenever. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. Like if you, I think it's a double stun, or if in some
More of it.
cases it's like one. Um, but yeah, where I'm trying to see which one is about the MA stuff failing.
Index. And
SMC crew abandonment. Looking for D3.7. There we go. Malfunction. Let me see if I can skip to the here.
whenever a vehicle fires, that arm message will break down.
Yeah, a DR6 disables the weapon permanently. Any vehicle whose main armament and all secondary armament, if any, are all disabled is immediately recalled unless that vehicle has passenger towing. So it's only malfunction; they're not disabled.
Okay.
So that's what keeps them. That's what keeps them
All right.
there,
Okay.
which makes sense. Okay, so they're in motion. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna split this up. So I'm gonna try and not go closer to your other guy. They're gonna turn for one.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot.
Yep.
This guy will shoot into this tank.
Cool.
It doesn't do it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So one, two.
Wait. I'm not done yet. Okay, that's fine. This guy will shoot here.
Well, I might as well. Like if you're gonna.
Yeah.
Plus two. There's no size. Yeah, it should be a hit.
All right. No.
What's the? You
I need a 3 or less, so you're good.
This guy's side. That's side armor.
Oh, it's 1. So that means I would need a 4 or less, which I got a 5, so you are good.
Okay. So that's 2, 3. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. 4, 5, 4, 5, and then, yeah, they're just gonna stay. We'll say I turned for like 7 or whatever, so they're just in motion, but they're there.
Okay.
And that's it for movement.
Alright, defensive fire. I can't do any. You're good to go.
Okay, advanced fire phase. Let's try to blow up some tanks. So adjacent and whatever, that's not a hit. And then the other guy, also not a hit. Didn't blow up their guns. So I'll just mark them this way. No route, no advance, no CC. Turn 5.
I repair my machine gun. Yay.
I'm going to try and repair top guy first. Yay, bottom guy. Alright. I wish it wasn't that guy, because now he's right next to right next to it.
Where's my...
I think it's control 1. Might be control 1. Yeah, and then do it a second time.
There we go. Okie dokie. Well, screw it. Might as well prep fire right into there. Are they stopped?
My guys are in motion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit him.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that distance, yeah, it'll be hit.
No. Okay. Well, I tried. Well, this guy is obviously gonna try to go ahead and move. Go ahead and take your shots.
Yeah. So I'll do top guy first. Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah.
It's like there's no.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
want to.
think
I want to say that might be game.
that's game. That definitely is game at that point.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Well,
kind. I think. Hmm. How would I put this? I enjoy this scenario because it's very short. You can play it within an hour, no problem. Um, I just want to say, like, I don't know if BP being 5 and 12, like, I think maybe it exists for people who really want to lowball it,
mm-hmm.
but, um, yeah, I think it's one of those, I think this is one of those scenarios where it would probably be actually a really good training scenario because except for mud I understand why it's there and it makes sense, um, but outside of mud just being annoying to have to like remember the secret dice rolls and stuff,
Yeah.
uh, I think this is just a good one to kind of um, help you get into flanking maneuvers and stuff with tanks. Also, the other reason I don't like it for mud, you can't vehicle smoke, and I think that is a real necessity for these guys.
All right. Well, I gotta use the restroom, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna head out. So
sounds
sorry
good.
to rush. Sorry to
No,
rush
no.
you, but I'll see you next week.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. You've got the scenario, so let me know what side you want to play and whatnot, and we'll have that ready for next week.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Bye.
Cheers, buddy. All right. Well, unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately. It's not unfortunate. I always like it when things go on longer, just because it, in a way, is like a determiner of how much fun we're having because we get to, chat more and BS about stuff. That being said, I actually enjoy the snare for just how like fast and easy to set up it is. I really hope that this will see some tournament play. I mean, if it hasn't already, I hope it sees some tournament play. I think it's fun. I think it really forces the Italian player to get comfortable with moving around, and by that I mean being able to flank stuff because the one main advantage they have is two BT tanks that will be able to move a lot further than anybody else. Um, but in a case where a T-26 finds itself to, you know, be in a road hex like this was a really good move. Moving the tankettes coming up, being adjacent, and then just blasting away. Um, Honestly, the only reason I didn't lose more tanks is because Rutan had just bad TK rolls, and that obviously can't be influenced by him, unfortunately. So, um, yeah, it gets it's going to be dicey, but I think it's a good scenario. So, with that said, as mentioned, we are finally getting away from the Spanish Civil War, and when I say we, I mean Rutan and I specifically. Um, I am still going to be stuck in the Spanish Civil War for at least one more scenario, and there will most likely be others in the future as well because uh, some some new scenarios will come out and etc. So the next one that I will be attempting to solo at the very least is going to be Stairway to Heaven. It is from Shortpunk 16, so not too long ago. Um, yeah, so it's gonna be the last scenario before we really dive into China Japan. Um, I'm pretty stoked for it. One, because it's a change of scenery, which is gonna be nice, just because you play Spanish Civil War, especially some of the wonky critical hit stuff, um, or at least the wonky critical hit Spanish Civil War stuff. Kind of a lot of verbiage or a lot of definers on there. Um, and just because there's quite a few scenarios that are relatively unknown, I would say not unknown in that like the community doesn't know anything about them, but more that I don't think anybody's really registered any plays with certain scenarios. So it'll be nice to have those just be exposed, so to speak. So for anybody who is who sticks around for the ends of these videos, as always, thank you. It's much appreciated. And for anybody who is looking to see what exactly the next ones will be, Marco Polo Bridge is obviously the one that will be broached first. There's two scenarios. It's technically the same one by Friendly Fire. It was just co-opted into the Best of Friends pack. So I forget if there's any differences. I don't really think there is, but so there's going to be that one that we're going to be playing as well. I will most likely be soloing actually this one's pretty huge, so I will probably be asking Rutin if he wants to play this one as well, and in case it's not like a burnout thing, because Marco Polo Bridge by Blood and Jungle is a rather large scenario actually, so we'll see how that goes, or what we want to do. Additionally, another thing that we will be playing, or I will be playing most likely, hopefully I can get Rutin on this one, is the Defense of Shanghai University. This is a very old scenario from ASL Digest. We're talking 1991. It doesn't have a PDF form. It doesn't exist. It's all like dot matrix stuff. So anybody who's familiar with very old forums, that's what it would have looked like back in the day. For at least the scenario card. So really excited to put that one to a video, to a board, just because I think it's an interesting take on it, and it's a different portion near the same time. Whenever it explores different dates, I think it's cool. Then there's Iron Fist, scenario S74 starter kit. Streets of Shanghai ECZ-14, so the tournament director pack that we just played from. Shanghai Scuffle SP237, A Real War J194, Havoc in Shanghai ESG36 as a design pack. Back to Blood and Jungle, then design pack 3 again with Tsunami of Maniacs and Huishin Docks backwards, so Tsunami is ESG37, etc. So lots of action, a lot of it taking place in August 1937. So hopefully we won't be annoyed by August by the end of it. So as always, thank you for watching, and we'll look forward to another stream on Tuesday. So until then, take care.